Hi, I'm Cacophony Daniels, and I'm here with the amazing Michelle Visage at GMHC's 2024 Gala for All End Stigma. Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Of course, Cacophony. Thank you for talking to me.
Absolutely, we are so glad you're here. What does it mean to you to be receiving the Community Advocate Award tonight at the Gala?
I mean, it's everything to me. Having lived through the AIDS crisis in the 80s, having seen what was happening to my friends and my queer family, the GMHC has always been in the front, ahead, in the beginning, right there, ground zero to the fight. So for me to be honored it's actually, I don't even believe it's real.
It's kind of a full circle moment. Did you have friends and family who relied on GMHC services back then?
Oh, so many. And they were the only ones. They were the only ones who cared. They were the only ones who listened.
Yeah.
And it was really tough to watch and see and understand. And I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I wasn't understanding why my friends were dying or why they weren't getting the attention or the care that they deserved or so desperately needed.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. And GMHC was always there, fighting, screaming, yelling, wanting more answers, wanting better for humanity.
Yes.
And I'm really in love with everything that they've always done. I've always been a supporter and a fan.
Well, we're a fan of yours as well, so thank you so much for being here. You're, of course, a judge on the amazing RuPaul's Drag Race series.
Yes.
What does it mean to you when contestants on the series are open about their HIV status and the journey that they're going through?
I think it's super important. If we're continuously talking about erasing the stigma, teaching kids about PrEP, teaching kids about knowing their status, changing the way the world views HIV. Having somebody like one of our queens talk about it on a national platform and international at this point is a game changer for people out there who struggle or being treated as an outcast or don't know how to talk about it. To this day, it's still a thing.
Yeah.
I don't want the kids, the younger generation, to think that it's gone. It's still a fight, and it's still here, and it's still important to get tested and know your status. So when one of our queens comes out and talks about it and shares that vulnerability, I think it's a game changer for so many people out there who see themselves being represented on television.
Yeah, and it's about ending that stigma.
Exactly, the taboo, getting rid of it.
Yes, exactly. As we come up toward World AIDS Day, coming up soon.
December 1st.
Yes, exactly. The theme this year is about remembrance. Are there people in your life that you want to call out right now that you might want to remember?
There are far too many.
Yes, and that's the problem.
And I don't say
right?
that with a smile at all.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
There are far
absolutely.
too many, but you and I were talking off camera about my ballroom scene here. So, I mean, right off the top of my brain is Willie Ninja, who was one of the first people who, if not the first, to teach me about Vogue and about house and ballroom culture and take me in as his sister/daughter, and
That's what family's all about, right?
but seeing what he went through and seeing how it happened and talking to him from a hospital bed and going to visit, they're not great memories. They're the wrong memories.
Right.
The way it shouldn't have been.
Right.
But the way it was for so many.
Yeah. So what does it mean to you that we now have treatment and preventative care, all of that? Can you talk about that a little?
Well, we're coming so far. We have come so far. And
Yes.
we've got far to go. But the fact is, there are people that are working every day. There are doctors that are dedicated. And the GMHC and places like this who have literally committed, this is what they do.
Yes.
To make the world a better place for people living with HIV or people that, are getting diagnosed and don't know where to turn, don't know who to talk to. The services are here, and we do have hope. People are living a beautiful life, a healthy life.
Yes.
With HIV.
And that's the important thing to know.
Correct.
We can end the stigma because you can live a long and healthy life even if you have a positive diagnosis.
Correct.
But the first step is prevention, right?
Amen.
Amen. Michelle, thank you so much for being here tonight. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.